Aloha everybody and welcome to Beachwalks with Rocks. Today is show number 95 and you can find us at beachwalks.tv. So one of the things I love about paddling is that, it's such a great metaphor for so many things in life. So today when we went out in the canoe, I was in seat 1. That's called the stroker. And seat 1's job is to set the pace for the rest of the crew. And some people love sitting in seat 1 because they get to basically paddle the way they want and it's up to everybody else to follow. Some people don't like sitting in seat 1 because you're the first one to put your paddle in the water, and sometimes if you don't feel you've got the support of the rest of the crew, it feels just like you're pulling the weight of the whole canoe. Of course, you also get the best views because you have the entire wide open expanse of this beauty, which is up there. But, it's kind of like in life, the person who's out in front, people think, wow, that's the person that's getting all the attention and that's the person that's having all the fun and that's the person that's in charge. But really to make six-man canoeing work, it takes all 6 people. And in reality, it's the person in seat 6 who is steering, who has, an awful lot of control. I started to say the most amount of control, and in a way they do, they can make you go like this or turn you in circles or whatever, but really all six seats have a role to play. And it just depends on, this game that we play all the time about being so distracted by what we see at first glance or at first impression or the first reaction that comes out of our mouths. And I certainly know that when I'm vulnerable to my number 2, personality, that I've learned to not really trust the first response because it's usually the number 2 rushing in to make a decision, make a judgment, keep me safe, let me know what's going on, and that it takes a little bit of time for my number 1 to say, whoa, Nellie, let's figure this out, let's apply a little consciousness to the situation. Let's take the time to figure out what's really going on here. And I know that, when I first started using this process of the number 1 and the number 2, come here, sweetheart, that it might take me a week to get my number 1 on board if I was involved in a situation with other people where I really felt challenged or really felt heated. And now, of course, the more I practice, just like any muscle building, it gets easier and easier. But a few things that make the number 2 easier to get vulnerable. Wait a minute. Oh, wow, it's been a while. I hear the conch.
Hey, aloha, Rock. This is Smithy Boho from 320 by 240.blogspot.com. I happen to come across your wonderful vlog here, and it looks like that you're located on the Aegis or Oahu. That's wonderful. Anyway, I just calling to say keep up the great work, and hopefully we'll see you sometime, or maybe we can collaborate on an episode. I'm over here in the South Shore of Oahu. If not, have a great one. Aloha!
All right, Smithy Boho, who knew you lived right here in Honolulu? It's an interesting synchronicity. I watched your video blog on sexism just yesterday. And that outfit of yours, the shirt and tie, man, who wears a tie over here? That's a good cover. Thank you for calling. Thank you. So let's get together. Anyway, where was I? So, seats 2 through 5 have really important roles too. So number 2 is there to really back up the stroker and help set the pace and communicate what's going on in the back of the canoe up to the stroker. seats 3, 4, and 5 are the power seats, where, you know, people are really the strong paddlers, really pulling the weight of the canoe. Seat 5, of course, is also there to back up the steersperson. So it really takes, you know, takes a village, takes all 6 of us to get the canoe moving on the water, even though we tend to be distracted by who might be in seat 1, who might be in seat 6. I was just going to go over a couple things that I have learned that make it easier for the number 2 to step in and interrupt my consciousness. And the number 1 thing is being tired. And one of my first video blogs I ever did way back long ago, not even part of Beachwalks, but on my other website, I realized that a really simple thing, when you're tired, cranky, rested, happy. So one of the best ways to keep the number 2 resting and in the background and not opening my mouth for me or doing silly things that I have to go clean up is to be really well rested. So that's my message for today. If you want to Skype, Roxanne Darling. If you want to call on the conch shell, it's 949-544-1456. And we've got 2 submissions already for the promo contest, so keep them coming in. Talk to you guys later. Aloha. Let's go, Lex. Come here. Come on. You're a lifesaver too, Lex.
Lifesaver, Lex.
Oh, that's fantastic. Good girl. Good girl. That was great job. Great job. And go again.